Good morning, students. Today we will discuss bilinear transformations, their classification and their properties. So first of all, we define a bilinear transformation. Bilinear transformation is a transformation of the form W is equal to AZ plus B divided by CZ plus D. Here A, B, C, D, these are complex constants and are such that AD minus BC, that is not equal to 0. Such kind of transformations, these are linear in W as well as Z. That is why these are called bilinear transformations. And this term AD minus BC, which is non-zero, this term is called determinant of this transformation. And if this term AD minus BC, that is 1, we say that this transformation, that is normalized transformation. So a transformation is said to be normalized if its determinant is 1. If the determinant of this transformation is 0, then this W, that becomes constant. Let us show this. In order to prove this, let us take Z1 and Z2, 2 points, and corresponding to Z1, the value of W we have taken as W1, and corresponding to Z2, the value of W we have denoted by W2. So from here, W1 will become AZ1 plus B upon CZ1 plus D, and W2, that will become AZ2 plus B upon CZ2 plus D. Now, to show that W is constant, we are to show that the two values of W corresponding to the two values of Z, those are same. It means we are to show that W2 minus W1, that is 0. So let us find W2 minus W1. Now W2, that is AZ2 plus B upon CZ2 plus D, and W1, that is AZ1 plus B upon CZ1 plus D. So let us take LCM and simplifying this term, W2 minus W1 can be written as AD minus BC multiplied with Z2 minus Z1 divided by CZ1 plus D into CZ2 plus D. Now, if AD minus BC, that is 0, this term will become 0. So we get W2 minus W1, that is 0. So this proves that if the determinant of bilinear transformation, that will be 0, in that case W will reduce to constant. Now, next we define what are critical points for a bilinear transformation. So let us consider a bilinear transformation given by W is equal to AZ plus B upon CZ plus D. Now, from here, by having the cross multiplication and combining the terms in Z, we can obtain the value of Z, which is given by B minus WD divided by WC minus A. That will be a transformation if AD minus BC, that is non-zero, that will be invertible mapping. Now, this transformation associates a unique point of W plane to any point of the complex plane Z, except the point where CZ plus D will be 0. If CZ plus D will be 0, Z will become minus D upon C. Similarly, this transformation that associates unique point of Z plane to any point of W plane except the point where WC minus A will become 0. It means W is equal to A upon C. So we can say that these 2 points where CZ plus D is 0 and WC minus A is equal to 0, these 2 points are exceptional points. These points Z is equal to minus D by C, that is mapped into the point W is equal to infinity. And the point W is equal to A upon C, that is mapped into the point Z is equal to infinity. And if you find the derivative of W from here by using division rule, we get derivative of W with respect to Z, that is AD minus BC upon CZ plus T whole square. Now we can see from here that this derivative will become infinite if this denominator is 0. It means when Z is equal to minus D upon C, this derivative will become infinity. And if Z is infinity, this derivative will become 0. These 2 points, Z is equal to minus D upon C and Z is equal to infinity, these are called critical points. Here, at the critical points, the conformal properties does not hold good. Such kind of points are called critical points. Now, next we define what are invariants or the fixed points of a bilinear transformation. Fixed points of a bilinear transformations are obtained by putting W is equal to Z in this equation. W is equal to f of Z. It means the points which coincides with their transformation. Such points are called fixed points. So, if we are having the transformation W is equal to f of Z, then its invariants are obtained by putting W is equal to Z. For the bilinear transformation, W is equal to AZ plus B upon CZ plus T. To find its fixed points, let us put W is equal to Z here, and cross multiplying and simplifying, we get the quadratic equation given by CZ square minus A minus T into Z minus B is equal to 0. Simplifying this quadratic equation, we get two values of Z, which are given by A minus T plus minus under root M divided by 2C, where M is the discriminant, which is given by A minus T whole square plus 4BC. Now, if the discriminant will be 0, the two roots of this equation will be same. So, we get only one fixed point in that case. And if M is not equal to 0, in that case, we get two different fixed points. So, in this way, we can find the fixed points of a transformation. Now, next we define cross ratio. If we are having 4 distinct points Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4, then the ratio given by Z4 minus Z1 into Z2 minus Z3 divided by Z2 minus Z1 into Z4 minus Z3. This ratio is called cross ratio of the 4 points Z1, Z2, Z3 and Z4. This ratio that is invariant under a bilinear transformation. From the 4 points lying in the complex plane, we can obtain different cross ratios according to their order in which these 4 points are taken. And the 4 points, they can permute among themselves in 24 ways. It means there will be 24 cross ratios, but out of these only 6 distinct cross ratios are there. So, next we discuss theorem. First theorem in this topic, that is geometrical inversion. Means every bilinear transformation is the resultant of bilinear transformations with simple geometric imports. It means every bilinear transformation can be considered as a combination of transformations of translation, rotation, stretching and inversion. Let us prove it. So let us take a bilinear transformation. W is equal to AZ plus B upon CZ plus D, where AD minus BC, that is not equal to 0, and also C is non-zero. Now from here, from the numerator, let us take A common. Inside will become Z plus B by A. In the denominator, if we take C common, inside we have Z plus D upon C. Now dividing this numerator by this denominator, this can be written in the form quotient plus remainder upon divisor. 1 is a quotient, this is remainder, B upon A minus D upon C, and this is the divisor. So we can write this expression in the form W is equal to A upon C plus BC minus AD upon C square into 1 upon Z plus D by C. Now let us denote Z plus D by C by Z1, and 1 upon Z plus D by C, that will become 1 upon Z1, and we denote it by Z2, and let us denote this whole expression by Z3. It means Z3 is given by BC minus AD upon C square into Z2. Now this W can be written as A upon C plus this term we have denoted by Z3, and this is similar to Z1 is equal to Z plus D by C. Now we can see that these three transformations which we have denoted by Z1, Z2, Z3. Now Z1 is of the form of translation. W is equal to Z plus alpha. Z2, that is of the form of 1 by Z. W is equal to 1 by Z. Such kind of transformations are inversions. And last one, this transformation Z3, that is of the form W is equal to beta Z. So we have proved that every general bilinear transformation, that is the resultant of these three transformations. W is equal to Z plus alpha, which represents transformation. W is equal to 1 upon Z, which represents inversion. And third is W is equal to beta Z, which denotes dilation. So this completes the proof of this theorem.